Have you ever noticed people that tend to, Christians to be specific, Christians that tend to think God only exists in their hood, or God only exists in their house, or in their lives only. Okay, God isn't for you or other people, possibly because um, you do certain things. Maybe you drink, or maybe um, you sin twice in a week. I don't know, but there are people out there that think you don't deserve the love of God, or you don't deserve God because of a particular thing you have done. Okay, so um, somebody was talking about the anointed ones. That was, I think, on Friday, like how children of God, without them being called pastors, are actually the anointed ones of God, right? And you know, we took it personally because there've been so many times where some people tend to feel like they are the only one that are anointed by God. But God says you're anointed, you're chosen. Everybody that is chosen and set apart for God are anointed ones, and those are the one God doesn't want people to lay hands on. And I'm thinking about this in terms of David, right? This dude shows up and he has an opportunity to kill the king, and he knows he's the future king of Israel. He's been already anointed since day one, and he gets there. He's ready to kill Saul, and he doesn't do it. Not because he couldn't do it, but because he was God's anointed one. Okay, he doesn't do it. He even cuts an evidence to show him, say, look, um, I had an opportunity to kill you, but I didn't kill you. Okay? And somebody later on in the story gets killed because they said something in regard to Saul. Okay, they say something that is contrary to Saul. And that is contrary to uh, that's just contrary about Saul. Pardon me. And that guy got killed. Okay, what am I mumbling about? Okay, so there's this thin line. There's this thing where Christians think they can use Christianity, or you can use your prayers, or whatever it is, to actually harm other Christians. Someone is going through something, for example, and or somebody has done something very wrong, and then you get to pray that God should mercilessly deal with them because of that particular thing that they have done. Okay. In Romans 4, God says, you should not repay. I am the Lord. I will avenge. Okay. God himself is gonna come down and do the deed. If he wants that person avenged, okay, if he wants that person taken out, if he wants that person not to succeed, if he wants that person not to prosper in this life, he's gonna try it and do it. But if thinking your prayer can actually change the mindset of God, in regard to how he sees people, like, because I'm gonna pray, so God is going to listen to me, and he's literally going to do this because this person hurt me real bad. God, this person deserves to be broken. This person deserves to be beaten up, or deserves to lose whatever thing that they have, or they don't deserve happiness because they broke my heart and whatever. Okay, that is not how God works. Okay, God doesn't work like the way it happens in Nigerian movies. Okay, God comes through at his own time when he wants to come through, and he is interested in the business of saving souls. If that person did something to a person, God will use means and ways to bring them to him in some way. Either something is going to happen to that particular person until they see the face of God in a particular situation. Okay, God answers us because he's gracious, not because our prayers are powerful enough to actually change.